Hi, I'm Joe Chili. Mornings from 7 to 9 on Buffalo's oldie station, The Big Wack. Joining us on The Big Wack's Buffalo on the Rise today is Nathan Cross, who's the owner of Flamingo Patio. Nathan?
Hello. Thanks for having me here.
Nice to see you again. You know, I think that it's patio season, and, you know, people like to get outside. I just feel like most of the year we're closed up, and we're seeing the inside four walls of a house, and you're not seeing anything outside or getting fresh air or whatever like that. So I love when, you know, spring and summer comes around, and it's just fantastic. So have you had people that have purchased in the off season come and see you in preparation?
A little bit, and also in the off season, because people aren't coming into the store as much, we feel tighter. We're more in a wheeling and dealing type mood kind of thing. But now, I mean, full season, and there's a lot less of that. But yeah, we get a few people stumbling in there in January. Yeah.
Stumbling in. You know, what's the difference? I mean, you know, you see when you go into a supermarket, you know, you see some of the, you know, patio furniture sitting on display in different parts of the supermarket, or you go into Walmart or something like this, and, you know, you pick up patio furniture for $400, $500. Now, you're paying more than that for the furniture that you have, but we're talking about a premium type furniture, right?
Yes, so there's a handful of differences actually. The biggest difference I would say is the base material used to construct the frames. What we have is almost all aluminum, mostly cast, some extruded, but it's aluminum so it won't rust over time. It doesn't heat up in the sun if it sits out in the sun for a long time. And then the cushions we have are all solution dyed cushions, which means the dye is through the whole thread, which keeps it from fading in the sun.
Oh.
So those high quality materials are the biggest differences. Now, if you look at the next step, even nicer, it's like how the welds are done. Are they just little welds or like full circumference welds, right? The detail and the craftsmanship that the forge puts into this stuff, which is more complicated to talk about. But
is the furniture heavier?
It depends. Some of this stuff has some weight to keep it from moving away, blowing away in the wind. I know we were discussing that earlier, but we have some things that are nice and light because it's aluminum. I mean, aluminum is a light metal, an expensive metal, but fairly light, so you can move things around easily most of the time.
Now, we talked before about this, and I brought it up to you off the air today, and you said, yeah, I mean, some of the furniture people may leave out all year round, some of the furniture they get from you, right?
I did.
You couldn't do that with regular furniture.
No, well, and that's back to it being made of something that's not aluminum. Like if something is steel, sure, it's very good at resisting physical impacts, but it will rust out over time. You can't expect that to last for years. Or iron, same type of thing. But yeah, I left both my sets out all year. It looks perfect.
Really? Just took the cushions in, right?
Yeah, yes, I did take the cushions in.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, well, that's a good thing to know. Also, now what's the difference between your furniture and what's in the, well, you know, some of the things that are in the Buffalo market? I mean, why would somebody decide to pay a premium price for furniture, aside from the fact that it's maybe constructed better? Do you have better colors too? Do you have better variety?
Yes, especially when you're comparing to some of the like subscription big box stores who once in a while will have maybe one set a season. That's very nice. I have to give them credit where it's due. They have a very good price on usually one nice thing. But if your preferences don't perfectly line up with that one good thing they have that season, I mean, you're stuck. And there's a vast number of different types of items, different colors, different styles, and the vast majority of people don't want the one item that they can walk into a store like that and get. So yes, that's when you come to me, if you want to see a huge landscape of all the different stuff.
Plus, some people, I mean, I don't imagine that everybody wants to have, you know, you have the same patio furniture as your neighbor, as their neighbor, as their neighbor.
Sure.
You know, so what about, do you have a showroom that people can come in and actually see the product?
Oh yeah, I want people to come in, sit down, lay down. We have coffee bar, people can come and grab drinks, they can just come and hang out. I want people to experience it because when you sit in it is when you believe in it. At least that was the case for me. So I want people to come in, yes.
So you were sold on it. You know, when you first saw it, you said, you know, when you wanted to get into the business, you know, it really impressed you. You said, this is something different. This is something that I can deal with.
I will tell you the point in time that I really believed in it. When I first saw it, I didn't necessarily. I mean, we had a very different business. We were selling more types of things like you would get at much lower end stores. I didn't really even know what quality looks like at the time, and I guess a lot of Buffalo doesn't. A lot of this is about education. But I brought this fire pit set home and was looking at it, and I actually sat in it for a few hours at night with the fire going. Weather was perfect, and I was just like, wow. This is probably the nicest outdoor furniture I've ever sat in my life. It's just, it feels so nice, it looks so nice. And that is when I believed in the business, that we really have a lot of value we can offer people here, because there just isn't this type of thing in the Buffalo market.
And you may be paying more money for premium furniture, but it's lasting that much longer. It's
Yes,
not every
and,
couple of years.
I mean, our pricing is actually pretty good because we order a lot of stuff and direct from the factory, or in the case a year and a half ago, we actually bought out one of our suppliers. So, of course, when we do something like that, we can pass on a lot of that lower price to the customer.
That's great. Well, we're all coming over your house to try it out.
Please,
Okay,
yes.
that's good. For more information and answers to your questions, contact Flamingo Patio by calling 716-671-8045 or go to flamingopatio.com. Sponsorship and promotional consideration for the preceding segment was provided by the following.